Well, welcome to Family Time with Mike Kazmark. This is my son Blaze, and he's going to actually be doing the demo today. We're going to be talking about how you can, well, what are we going to be talking about here, Blaze?
Oh, you're going to be talking about which different kind of peanut butters you can make at home. And there's multiple different ways of making at-home peanut butters, but we're going to show you the one way that we figured out by tons of testing. It took us a long time to figure it out, but...
And what's one huge advantage of that method?
Well, as we experiment and we test and we figure out which is best, we are giving you the downright way to do this without causing all that testing problems. And plus the way that it separates. Yeah. That's the way that we're trying to figure out not to do.
And we're going to give them a secret ingredient that will help their peanut butter to not separate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn this over to you, so you're on.
Well, so far, what we have is we have the regular store-bought brands. We have both Skippy and one other store-bought brand. Well, what's wrong with these is that there's some different things in there that are bad for you. That they have different kinds of fats and trans fats and
hydrogenated vegetable oil, right? That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. And they thought to make the natural one that they would add different things, but they basically added a different form of fat. It made it sound like
it's palm oil, right?
Palm oil, yeah. It's made it sound like it's not different, but it's both basically the same. They're both bad for you. And then over here we got the one that just looks like, just basically old-fashioned nuts. Just regular nut peanut butter, just with nuts and salt, I believe.
And what's the problem with that one?
It's separated. All the oil went to the top, and you just have the peanut butter down here, and then just it's a hassle having to stir it all up and figure out what is wrong.
Okay. All right.
So what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be doing our own peanut butter, and we'll be showing you all the different stuff. And yes, our secret ingredient is agave nectar. That is what we're going to be using to not separate our peanuts. And it's also going to add a good amount of sweetness in there. And then we also got avocado oil. This is going to keep it from tasting dry. It's going to keep it from sticking to your mouth. It's going to be a little bit more like Skippy, but not as bad for you. So we're going to actually be getting this in here. Do you have a plate? Yes, we do. There you go. And we will be dumping four cups of peanuts into the blender. So that is exactly 4 cups, and what we're going to do is we're going to blend it first and all of our second ingredients in just a second. Very loud. Let's try that again. So now we're actually going to be including our secondary items. So what we have now is just grated down peanuts, which actually does look like peanut butter as of right now, but it's not what we're wanting. As of right now, it is just regular ground up peanuts, which looks like it's regular, but now we're actually going to just add now we're going to be adding our, I had to bring this option. We're going to be adding our agave nectar into our peanut butter.
And how much is that? Was that the third of a cup or? Yeah, you know what I do? I use 2/3 of a cup, so it's going to be 2/3 of a cup. I use 2 of the small, 2 of those little guys.
And then our agave oil.
It's the avocado oil, right?
Yeah.
And that's 1/3 of a cup.
Yes.
Okay.
So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be blending it all up again. So now we have our peanut butter. And it should be the way, yes. And it also depends and varies on how much you blend it. And it actually does smell pretty good. I just took off that top of the blender and I smell it from when I'm standing over here. And also one other factor is the more you blend it, the more different how you're gonna have it. You blend it a little less, you're gonna get a little bit more chunky if you like it that way. If you blend it a little bit more, as it is right now, it's about intermediate, so it's between soft and chunky. But we have our peanut butter as of right here, and it's not wanting to separate, which is good. And we're gonna actually do a video in 3 days from now showing our product to show you that this method really works for at-home peanut butter. And I'm actually gonna do a taste test to see how good it tastes because that matters to you guys. Totally matters. So now we're actually gonna be doing a taste test, and we tried a little bit earlier with a whole bunch of different methods, and we wanted to see if this one tasted the better. But this is my first time doing this, so this is gonna be different. Try a little bit of this. It tastes way better.
I wasn't sure.
Skippy.
Good stuff.
It tastes the same as Skippy, but better. It's better for you than it is Skippy. If you're looking for all natural, homemade, all good for you, peanut butter, this is what you want. Okay, guys, signing out.
Okay, so can I have a taste?
Yeah.
That's gotta get a taste. See how you did. Came out all nice and creamy. We're rocking and rolling. Ooh, yours came out better than mine. It looks more creamy. So, earlier we had used a smaller number of peanuts. We only used 2 cups. And the plunger, I think a lot of it hides underneath the blade. But when you have it a little fuller, then when you press down with this in the corners, it actually pushes it around these corners here and goes under the blade and mixes it up more.
Yeah.
Because this is definitely way more creamy than when I made it with only 2 cups. He used 4 cups. That's very good. That is very tasty.
I think that's better than store-bought.
I think so. It's much more flavorful.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to pack this up. We're going to put it in a container. We're going to put it in the fridge for 3 days and see if it separates.
And then we'll make a second video, part 2, guys. And well, what we'll be doing is we'll be showing the separation values and see if it does separate. But also we gotta get the factor in here that this is actually way better for you, even if it does separate.
That's a good point.
Even if it does separate, it's so much better for you than the store-bought brands. We're not adding a whole bunch of different bad chemicals in for you.
No, the avocado oil is very good for you, and the agave is a natural sweetener that's also good for you. And both of those I think will help it to not separate. So anyway, what do you think? We done?
I think we did a good job.
I think you did a great job. This is your first debut performance here, huh? Or demo here. So just did a good job. Thank you.
Okay. Like, I'm done. I'm walking out of here right now. I'm done. I'm walking out of here right now.